Good afternoon, everybody. Just a couple of reminders before we get going. As a courtesy to your fellow media members, the coaches, and student athletes, please silence your cell phones. Also, a reminder, recording press conference video is strictly prohibited. We'll have 2 mic runners in the room. Please wait for the microphone to reach you before asking a question. And when the microphone does reach you, please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question during the press conference. Now joining us are members from the Arkansas Razorbacks, head coach Dave Van Horn, and student athletes Charles Davalin, Ryder Helfrich, and Gage Wood. Gentlemen, congratulations on being part of a truly historic day in Omaha. Just the 3rd no-hitter in men's College World Series history and the first since 1960 for Gage Wood. But Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you.
Yeah, I don't know where to start, really. It was, you think about how we pitched today. I mean, how Gage pitched, and I thought Ryder did a great job calling the game. I don't think a lot of people realize that we let our catchers call the game. We'll give them maybe some educated suggestions, and the pitcher can shake. And we just feel like they grow in development by letting them do that. And obviously our catchers have to earn that a little bit, in fall practice. And Ryder's been great at it. He has good feel back there, and he kind of knows what's up. And then Gage just executing pitch after pitch, getting ahead in the count, breaking ball low in the dirt, not a problem because Ryder's back there and he blocks everything, and then elevating his fastball in and out. And what a great job. And then, the few plays that we had to make behind him, I think we had to make 9 maybe, 8. I don't know. How many you strike out? 19? So I'm just glad we made all those plays, and just so close to the perfect game. And I'll be the first one to say it. There was nothing being said or talked about in our dugout whatsoever. We were just going to let him roll, and no, there was no chance he was coming out after 8. And he did a super job, man. So proud of him and proud of the team bouncing back after a tough loss the other night. Game had a lot of hype. Didn't go our way, but we're still here and we still have a chance.
We'll open it up to questions for the student athletes.
Mark Garland, College Baseball Central. This one's for Gage and Ryder. 19 strikeouts, 3rd no-hitter. Amazing. Anything special going into today's warm-up and you just knew maybe it was working? I mean, it seemed like the slider was working. You responded right where you wanted to, and then Ryder follow up after Gage answers?
I don't throw a slider. It was a curveball. Throw a cutter. I only did that like 5 times. But no, the only special thing was I didn't want to go home. That's it.
Yeah, I think it was go about it the same way, warm up the same way. It's just a game. Don't make it over much than it is, and I'd want nobody else on the mound and win or go home than him. So it was awesome.
Ben Beecham, Omaha World Herald. Ryder, Gage, can you just both take me through that moment right after the final strikeout?
We're not going home. We're playing. We get to play tomorrow night. But it was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, it was really special, I'd say. I think for him to do that and just be able to catch the last ball and give him a big hug, it was awesome. I think everybody's really fired up for him. But yeah, the main thing is we're still here and we're still playing.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. I have a question for Gage. The 18th strikeout was the one that broke the College World Series strikeout record in a game. You ended it with 19, but the 18th one came against Connor Cunningham out of Batesville High School in Arkansas. I was wondering if you could describe your relationship with him, and also, please, if you include him in the answer, can you pronounce your high school coach's name?
My high school coach name was Kelly Rush, but Connor, he transferred to Batesville the year after I graduated, so I didn't get to play with him, but The past couple of years in the off season, since he's went to college, he comes in and plays catch with me every day that I need to play catch. He works out with me. He stands in on bullpens, like gives me feedback. So, I mean, when I'm home, there's not much in Batesville, if y'all don't know that. I mean, I think there's 10, 11,000 people there, so there's no nice place for me to go throw on a track man or with these other college guys. It's me and him. So, he helps a lot when I'm home, so I wanted to go tell him that I loved him. I'd see him in the off season and to keep working, and that I was proud of him for making it here for the first time, and it's my first time too, and he's just a freshman, so who knows where he'll end up.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. 2 questions real quick. Where's the ball, Ryder or Gage? I mean, what happened? How quickly did you give it to Gage, or do you have, where's the ball right now?
I gave it to my dad, said happy late Father's Day.
And Gage, at what moment in the game do you kind of realize what's going on, and did you feel any added pressure when you know you're working on a no-hitter perfect game in the later innings?
Yeah, when I hit the guy in the foot, I knew I screwed it over.
Monty Taylor, College Baseball Central. This one's for Gage and Ryder. Murray State, it feels like, really likes to hunt the fastball early, and yet you guys weren't afraid to call that pitch. And yet it felt like they couldn't quite get the swing on it because you were locating it so well. Is that number one? Was that the plan, to locate it on the corners and edges so that they couldn't really get a good swing on it? And is that what you guys felt like was happening?
I was just hearing fastball middle in my ear and throwing it over the plate.
Yeah, I mean, from a pitch calling perspective, it's just go with his best pitches, and today with the fastball was working, curve was working, cutter was there when we needed it, changeup, it was all there. So it's really good to call it. But I think if they're a good fastball hitting team, make them prove it. But just hunt what his best pitch is and call it a lot. So.
Justin Ankery, 103.7. I'll break the ice and ask about something besides a no-hitter. Charles, their pitchers did a nice job, too. You guys had to work to scrape out some runs, got a couple opportunities to slip by. Just curious about Silva especially, and then the reliever, what they did to kind of hold you guys down and what made that challenging today.
Yeah, Silva did a great job. He's got a low slot, and the ball runs and sinks a lot. I think we had a good game plan going in. We got runners in scoring position and on base early. I think we were just missing that big hit, but finally we panned through. But no, the 2 pitcher has really good stuff, and they did a great job of just putting it on the play and making us earn it.
Matt Grissom, College Baseball Insiders. Gage, as an Arkansas kid, you're on the biggest stage, you've got the state on your back, and you go out there and you have that type of historical performance. I mean, do you have anything to say to Hog Nation back home?
We're not done yet.
Matt Byrne, Democrat Gazette. Gage, for you, saw you walk over to Murray State's dugout, give Hogard a hug, give Cooper a hug. When did it kind of hit you that you were going to decide to do that, and what was that moment like?
Connor, but after I hugged all my teammates and they were telling me great job and everything, that was just all I could think of. I was on cloud 9, but I mean, one of my great friends, his season ended. So, I mean, I feel like any normal person would do that.
Noah Beanick, 11.7. I have a question for Charles. Today, you went 4 for 5 on stolen bases as a team. Coming into the field of 64 in the NCAA tournament, you guys as a team ranked 56th out of 64 in stolen bags. What did you guys as a team, or maybe the staff, notice in scouting possibly, and how did you plan to attack that in today's game?
Yeah, I think, this ballpark's really big, so we got to do some different stuff just to get some runs. But no, the pitchers, Coach Polk does a great job of just laying out the scouting report on pitchers and time to the plate. So we knew coming in that the running game was going to be in action. But like I said, when in season, I guess we didn't have to use it. But now, bigger ballpark, we got to do different stuff.
We'll have time for one more question for the student athletes. We'll take it from the back.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. Ryder and Charles, is it difficult in the dugout not to talk about what's going on? What's it like dealing with that superstition, and kind of what are the emotions in the field kind of watching Gage go through what he did today?
Yeah, I think no one talked about it in the dugout except for G-Baby, our bat boy. I guess apparently going into he came back after the 8, and then we went 1 through 3 or whatever, and then he said, G-Baby said, is Gage going back out for the no-no? So I guess he said it, but no, I think it was in the 5th. I knew he was going to do it. His stuff's so good. He's worked so hard, so I'm really proud of him, and I know that everybody's proud.
Yeah, I mean, I for sure wasn't saying anything. It's just, I guess Gage said something, so. But, it's just talking with him, making sure he just knows one pitch at a time, one out at a time, one inning at a time. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, and just keep making your best pitch. I think that was what I was telling him in the dugout, but I definitely wouldn't say anything. So,
Charles, Ryder, Gage, we appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay, we'll now open it up to questions for Coach. Go to the back.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. Dave, I mean, Gage has pitched so much this year, and this was his first time going more than 6 innings. I mean, what was different for him, and what gave you the trust, to let him go and just, we're going to let him throw 120 pitches, whatever it might be?
Well, what was different, we'll start with that one. It was, he was landing his breaking ball just as much as his fastball, really. And they couldn't figure it out. And it makes his fastball look harder than it is. And, if he's not landing the breaking ball, they can just let that one go. Just set straight heater and take the other one. And they couldn't do it because he was throwing it for a strike. And, really, just like everybody here, you just use your eyes. You see what's going on. The game will tell you what to do. We didn't need to take him out.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. Coach, in a historical performance like that, it's not just today. It's the entire year. It's going back to even recruitment. Can you speak to the pitching staff that goes into development of players like Gage Wood? Because since the 2nd inning of Game 1 in the College World Series, as a team, 16.1 innings, 33 strikeouts, just 2 walks, 4 hits.
Yeah, first off, my pitching coach, Matt Hobbs, he's the best. And, his guys that work with him, on analytics and different things, they do a tremendous job. And we work really hard in strength and conditioning, and it's not just all about lifting, it's about conditioning. And there's certain routines that go on, but guys get better. There's a lot of culture in our program about getting better. If you saw our facility where we have everything, our locker room and weight room and nutrition, everything's just right there. And the guys live there, and we love it. We say it, it's their fraternity. And, we're lucky to have that. But, there's a lot goes on there. It's coaching, but it's also a lot of hard work from these players, obviously. And I say this all the time. They're the ones that win the games. They're the ones that put in all the work. They're the ones that get the credit. But we've got them surrounded pretty good, and there's a lot of good leadership amongst our older kids when the new guys come in. Even these days with the transfer kids coming in, we talk to them a lot of that before they get here. And, before they even make a decision where they're going, what we're going to do. We have a plan for them. And, we don't want to show up in August. We want them to be here now. Move to Fayetteville, get ready to roll, start using our stuff, and here we go. So Gage is you think about what went on. He was throwing great coming out of the chute, and then he tweaked his arm. Second weekend, and didn't pitch for 2 months or more. We didn't even know if we were going to have him back. And, for him to do what he did today is special, obviously, especially doing it up here.
We'll have time for one more question.
Dave, Justin Ankery, 103.7 The Buzz. We talked yesterday at practice about the heat and how long you expected, Wood to go. obviously went a lot longer than anybody expected. Just curious, in the situation you guys are in with having to win 3 to get to the weekend, what that does pitching staff-wise and what kind of opportunity that gives your team?
Yeah, I mean, having him save our bullpen was great. If we get down today, you might have to go with the guy that's going to be starting tomorrow. And now we can sit on it tonight and make a decision tomorrow on who we're going to pitch, see who wins tonight, and go from there. But it's I just tell our guys, only thing we have is tomorrow, and that's what we did at practice yesterday. We just kind of got them out there early. We got up early and went out there and stretched casually, did what we needed to do, kind of move on, talk about today, and not really worrying about the next day because we had to take care of today. So same for tonight. Relax, get ready for tomorrow.
That'll conclude our press conference. Coach, thanks for your time. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hammond Communications will post a recording of this press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at ncaa.veritone.com. Transcripts are provided by ASAP and will be posted shortly. Just a couple of reminders again before we get going. As a courtesy to your fellow media members, the coaches, and student athletes, please silence your cell phones. Also a reminder, recording press conference video on your cell phones is prohibited. We'll have 2 mic runners in the room. Please wait for the microphone to reach you before asking a question. And when the microphone does reach you, please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question during the press conference. Now joining us, members of the Murray State Racers, head coach Dan Skirka, and student athletes Carson Garner, Dustin Mercer, and Jonathan Hogart. Coach, we'll begin with an opening statement from you.
One of my wife's favorite movies is A League of Their Own, and say there's no crying in baseball. Well, you can throw that out the window. There's no way I'm making it through this right here. What these guys mean to me and my family. I can't put it into words. After Duke, we gave glory, and we'll give glory in defeat. This journey, God's great. It's unbelievable. The support we've gotten has just been unbelievable. After we beat Duke, I got 1,300 text messages, all the social media and other. It was blown away just hearing from people I haven't heard from in forever. Some people I didn't know that tracked down my number. It's just this journey and what these guys have done to inspire people, to inspire kids to play baseball, to inspire families to watch together, to inspire families to come here and visit and be a part of it. That's what's so special about this, and it's amazing. It truly is amazing. Hats off to Arkansas. I think Gage Wood made himself some money today. Holy cow! With our offense and what we've done all year to a lot of really good pitchers. I'll take the blame. I didn't prepare these guys for what we saw today because it was special, and they've been special all year. So, just again, thanks to everybody. This journey. I heard all these guys saying it. Don't be sad. It's over. Smile because it happened. And Hoagie might have summed it up, or both, because we're sad, but we're really glad that this thing happened and so many people were a part of it.
We'll open it up to questions for the student athletes.
Noah Beanick, 11.7. Question for all 3 of the players. What are you guys going to remember most about this season? Is it the 2 conference titles? Is it Omaha, Oxford, Durham? Can you guys explain?
I just think my friends, I mean, this experience has been awesome. I mean, all those wins are nice, but I love these guys, man. And the hotel room and all that stuff. That's what I'll remember, at least.
Yeah, I mean, the wins are phenomenal. We had a lot of them. You just can't match the culture we have here. I mean, I'm going to miss a coach. I'm going to miss these two. I'm going to miss every one of these guys. Strapping up the cleats every day to go to war with these guys was such a blessing this year, and I will never take this for granted. The whole entire journey, I can't just pick one. It's all special to me.
Yeah, I think they summed it up, but this was a cool experience. The regional, super regional, and then getting here. I think it's something that every baseball player dreams of. But the best part is being able to do it with these guys. I told somebody the other day I get to wake up every day and go play the game I love with my 40 best friends. So that's what I'll remember most.
Mark Garland, College Baseball Central. Guys, obviously not the result we were looking for today for you guys. Can you talk a little bit about what Gage was doing? I know you guys have been a big first fastball hitting guys, and what did he do a little special today that just made it so you guys just couldn't get after that, first pitch fastball today?
Yeah, it comes from our approach is we're always on the fastball, and I think we proved that all year going down to Ole Miss. No matter who they threw, we were always on the fastball. Same thing in Durham. But today, I think Gage got us in between. Don't get me wrong, phenomenal pitcher. But the thing that he could do was he could throw 97 at the top of the zone and then run breaking balls and sliders off that. When you can do that, and he was attacking the strike zone all day. Only hit one guy, but yeah, I don't know how many 3-ball counts it was, but there must have been only like 2 or 3 3-ball counts. So he was just on us all day.
Yeah, I'm looking right here. He threw 119 pitches and like 83 for strikes. That's electric. He was landing 2, 3. He may even threw a 4th one in there for strikes. I don't even know, but flipping the curveball in there whenever he needed to, and his fastball. He had a little crossfire, and with the ride at the top, it looked like it was down the middle, and it looked like it just kept rising away from you. So, the dude was electric tonight. 19 strikeouts, and that's coming from a team that doesn't really do that a lot. So, hats off to him. Like Skirka said, he probably got paid a good amount after tonight. So, kudos to him, and he was just really good tonight. Nothing you really else say.
We'll take one more question. Questions for student athletes?
Adam Wells, WPSD. You guys have been so good all year long as far as at the plate. Was there confidence that this team would finally break through at some point after seeing Wood 2-3 times through the lineup?
Yeah, we never lose faith in each other. Usually when a couple of us are struggling, the other guys pick each other up. Guy had his stuff today, and he never lost it. I think he hit 98 against Hoagie and had a pitch 117, which – tip of the cap to that kid. That's super impressive. But no, I don't think we ever lost faith. We were trying to grind at bats, and like Hoagie said, he pounded us with a ton of strikes. We couldn't get ahead in the count, and pitchers are going to pitch when you're behind the whole time and putting us on the defense. So
a lot of it too was his strikes weren't just like over the heart. He was executing. We have a ball system. He was executing the corners of there's like a 1 and a 7. He's living there to me. I know I maybe got 1 or 2 pitches over the plate the entire day. That's not hard to come by. So the guy was as good as you can possibly be tonight. So yeah, he definitely earned it for sure.
No, we never lost faith. Haven't all year. We're about to start now. About halfway through the game, I think we realized that hey, this guy's he's dealing. He's throwing a perfect game, but a couple of those innings where you see, who's coming up, Hoagie leading off. It's like, all right, this is our inning right here. And then even in the 9th, never lost faith. 3-run ball game. We've made that comeback all the time. So never lost faith. Just couldn't come through today.
Carson, Jonathan, Dustin, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on a great run.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. You want to go with that? All right. Yeah, you got little brother.
We'll open it up to questions for Coach Skirka.
Coach, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Harrison Fan, SEC Unfiltered. Talk to me about what this special guys and this team has meant to you and what you take away from the season as a whole moving forward in your coaching career.
Man, they really challenged me to be a better coach. I know we've talked, 28 newcomers this year and all walks of life, all backgrounds, and just reflecting on it a little bit this morning, that's kind of what came to mind. We had 7 freshmen. You got to coach freshmen different than you do, grad transfers. We had some guys cut from other programs. We had some JUCO guys, a lot of talent, guys that, they're good baseball players and just a lot of different stories. And I think in the fall when we did our presentations and the guys started opening up and sharing some of their life stories, kind of opened my eyes about, some of the things they've dealt with on and off the field. Or maybe not dealt with. And some of the guys have had some easy lives and nothing wrong with that, but just knowing who they were and trying to get through to those 28 guys as well as the returners and build those relationships and get them to gel as a team. I tell them, the very first meeting, I want them to leave as the best versions of themselves. And the bad part, some of these guys, you only get 1 year with them. Some of them it's 2, Carson, Dusty, I'm lucky to have 4 with those guys. And you feel like you did, you made an impact, and the other guys you don't know for sure. And I think, again, that was part of the cool thing of, getting all those text messages from guys. Some of them I didn't have great relationships with when I coached. You only get to talk to so many guys in a day and be around them and build those relationships. But then they get inspired, through this team, and they remember their teammates and what a joy it was to play and what the game did and how it got them to wherever they are in life. So, that's the biggest thing for this team, I think, that I'm going to take away is, getting those 28 new guys to gel with the returners, all 40 of them, and to hear them share, how they feel about each other and obviously the ride they went on. So that's just, like I said, they made me a better coach, they made me a better dad and a better husband.
Life Skotnick with WorldBaseball.com. Dan, what does this run mean for the future of Racers baseball?
I have no clue. I have no clue, man. It's a really good question, but I have no idea. I mean, just everybody said to enjoy it out here, but at the same time, I was talking to Coach Van Horn before the game. Like, you do want to enjoy it, but at the same time, we're competing. We're trying to win this thing, So I haven't really thought about future at all. I don't even know our schedule to get home or when I'm going to pack. So tough question to answer right there. I just know I'm again just really, really blessed to be a part of it, and hopefully everybody keeps supporting these guys moving forward because they showed that they can, and I'm going to encourage them to show out next year at Johnny Reagan Field like they did here.
Coach, Noah Beanick, 11.7. I asked the 3 players that were on the stand with you their favorite memory of the season. They all kind of mentioned the camaraderie around the team. Being that it's Father's Day weekend, being that you had your son Keegan up there on the stand with you, and then he took off with the boys. Can you explain the relationship with those guys, also maybe the support systems that your players have that, came out and support, also the community too?
Yeah, I mean, hard to put into words, man. Just like they said, the bus rides, sitting around a hotel, the stories, right? Just celebrating with them. Those are probably going to be my best memories because we put so much into this. Everybody, I mean, the parents traveling all over the place, providing for these guys. Nobody's on a full ride on our team. Nobody's making money on our team, and so the parents are sacrificing so much, and the guys are putting so much into it, man. And to see them get to celebrate, you say end of the year only one team's happy. That ain't the case this year. There's definitely more than one. Because these guys, just the run they went on, and you're not going to be able to wipe the smile off their face for a really long time. And that's what I told them. They're gonna share this for ages, and people are going to ask them about it for ages. And that's really the cool thing.
We'll have time for one more question.
John Wright, Murray Leisure and Times. I was going to talk about the game from y'all's perspective. Even though Wood was absolutely electric, y'all were still in this game because your own pitching staff. Talk about the job they did today.
Yeah. Kudos. You can't that can't go unnoticed. Silva, Kellum, did what they did all year and just it gave us a chance to win. I mean, if you would have said 3 runs, I would have took it going into today, because our offense all year has scored more than 3 runs. I don't know what the numbers are, but there hadn't been often that we've scored less than 3. But, again, Wood, just hearing the guys coming back, it was like somebody said, man, that one had ride. And then the next time they come in, like, that one didn't have ride. It cut. And then he got some guys with his breaking ball. And it was just everything was working for him today and just kept us off balance. And we couldn't get on the barrel at all. But yes, Silva, Kellum, man, they were as good as they've been for us all year, and they're the reason we got here. And they pitched great. I feel terrible that they didn't get a win.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on a truly memorable run. That'll conclude our press conference. Hammond Communications will post a recording of the press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at ncaa.veritone.com. Transcripts are provided by ASAP and will be posted shortly. Thanks for joining us.